Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Happy Monday, everybody, or as happy as this Monday can be, given the current state of these financial markets. Obviously, it's not just crypto; it is finance 1.0 also, and you could even argue finance 1.0 also, well, finance 1.0 mainly that is causing all this, as opposed to our beloved crypto assets. But yeah, good morning everybody. I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So yes, we find ourselves back here. Back down here, back at this previous level that we came down to, obviously from our initial medium-term move down from our all-time highs. We will just sort this box out a bit. Yeah, back down to this same level. Hello darkness, my old friend, comes to mind. But yeah, we are back down here. So obviously we had this pullback, we had this all-time high, this pullback, we had this relatively weak bounce, as you can see. Didn't even make it half of the way back up, and that subsequently broke down. So yeah, a difficult level for us to be at. Obviously we can see the main level is down here. This is where I would have to change our video titles from neutral to bearish once we get below here, because yeah, I mean realistically we could be going into low 20s. Who knows if we go even lower? Who knows what happens? But obviously this is the line in the sand here. We just go to a daily just so you can see it a bit more clearly. This down here is clearly the line in the sand. That opens up, well, it just opens up. It's a, well, I would say it's a relative clear shot all the way down towards, obviously, well, obviously down to this area. But I wouldn't say it is actually. I'd probably not say it's a clear shot down there, because we've obviously got this level here around 20,000 as well, and then a bit of confluence around mid 20s. But you can kind of see the difference though. This is a lot more of a firm support area than these two areas. So yes, it could get ugly. I'm not saying that is what's going to happen. We could get supported here, turn it back around, or we could come back down and actually double bottom, get supported down here. We shall have to see. But clearly things are not looking fantastic down here, to say the least. You can see we tried to get supported here, but we failed, and then obviously came down to the next level in a true textbook fashion. So yeah, the next level again below us, if we don't hold maintain here, is obviously around 30,000. So yeah, stock markets, what are they doing? They are looking particularly bad also. They are below this support area. They are, if we extend this trend line, they're probably a bout on it. So they are about on this trend line, although I would question the efficacy of this trend line now, just obviously with these trading out below and above it. I mean, it's not the most relevant trend line now, I don't think. And yeah, to the upside as well, obviously clearly below that as well. But yeah, no real support now until obviously until around just below this $4,000 level. Obviously coming from here would be a nice area for it to come back to, and then bounce and turn around. Any lower, then we would probably, I would struggle to see it to get much, unless we obviously have a crash, which is certainly a non-zero probability. But yeah, I would probably suggest that we could draw a box here. In fact, we'll extend this along, extend that along, and draw in the box. I would suggest that we would probably find our lows, obviously assuming we don't have an escalation in the conflict, which could cause problems. By escalation, I mean obviously if it was to go nuclear. But yeah, I would suggest that we would find a low, obviously between this just sub 4,000 and around obviously 3,700. I do know these are the main strikes for the puts that are getting bought at 4,000 and then 3,700. So yeah, those are targets people are targets people are targeting. So yeah, maybe on that basis, maybe we do get supported around this 4,000. There's every chance we do. There's a good chance we do, and if not, then certainly this level, I would guess, would assume if these puts get paid out, I would struggle to see that these ones will get paid out as well. We shall have to see. Very crude analysis there, but yeah, obviously it's not looking good. We've got the DXY putting the squeeze on, but what is this just going to continue onwards and upwards ad infinitum? Is this tree going to grow to the sky, as it were? They don't often do that, so at some point something's going to happen. This is going to have to come off, because this is just causing problems as well, along with this, which is causing problems. Look at this, absolute pain. This if this continues, well, yeah, if this continues, we are going to have a stock market crash. We're going to have a legitimate, I don't know what it would be, between 10 and 15% most likely, maybe as much as 20% move in the S&P, and it is going to be disastrous, and it's not even going to be because of a global pandemic this time. I mean, it could, like I said, be off the back of an escalation of the conflict, but yeah, will that happen? We shall have to see. Yeah, not looking ideal, but are we going to reach a level where we at least get some sort of a medium-term pullback, even if we do look at crypto, we obviously had our large move down, even if it is just a bit of a in fact, we're not on the right time scale here, go back to the daily, even if it is just a bit of a pullback like we had here. Maybe Bitcoin gets back up towards 40,000, maybe it makes at 39, 40,000, then continues back down. Maybe stocks, S&P gets back to well, just back into this range, as anything under 4,300, and then gets rejected again. But it'll be difficult for us to go straight down. But obviously, notwithstanding any like major liquidity event, something actually breaking. I mean, that is the buzz phrase. The Fed's gonna keep raising until something breaks. I mean, it does look like we're just in a slow motion break, but yeah, no 10 to 15%, well, between 10 and 20% crashes in the stock market yet. So that would no doubt be the Fed's call to action. So yeah, not much else. Not much else I can really say here. The only real positive spin is that stocks always go up, and not necessarily that one, but the only real positive spin is that like, we can't just keep going down forever. The DXY can't keep going up forever. The 10-year can't keep going up forever. Bitcoin can't keep on going down forever. Even if we were fully reverse and then go in the opposite direction for a sustained long-term move, even if we don't do that, we could certainly turn and go for a medium term bounce and start to put the squeeze on what is a heavily bearish market, not just in crypto and obviously in everything, and for good reasons. There are good reasons this market is heavily bearish, but once everybody is on the same side of a trade, the trade has no more juice left in it to continue. That's all I can really say about that. So yes, let's have a glance at those stochastics. 4 hour is not wanting to enlarge. Here we go. 4 hour very low, but still managed to turn back down from this low level. 8 hour still very low, but still pointing down. 10 hour similarly very low, but still pointing down. 12 hour trying to turn back up. Daily trying to turn back up. 2 day, well, flirting around these lows, but currently still pointing down. 3 day very deep here. Very deep, as you can see. We've not been this low. Well, we've not been this low since obviously this data feed begins, so 2016. So very low on the 3 day. So you could say that's very oversold. 5 days coming down, still got room to run. Similarly with the weekly, bi-weekly still pointing down, and we know monthly's pointing down as well. So yes, like I said, like I always keep saying, we are going to get a significant bounce. You are going to get a medium term bull run, a medium term bull run at least. But like I said, it just depends on where that low is, then where that low is put in basically. That is what is going to be the the $64,000 question. Is it here? Is it where we are at now? It wasn't where we were previously. Is it here? Is it going to be here, or could it even be lower? Like I said, if we lose this level and come down to the next level, I honestly think it is too much of an ask for us then to continue down here, unless we are literally in a unless we actually have a stock market crash. And by stock market crashes, I mean we're in crypto. We're down. We're down heavily. A stock market crash is literally a match. You're talking about 20%. So yeah, let's see what happens, guys. It's going to be an interesting week. Probably just going to get more sideways or pain today, potentially get a turnaround Tuesday, tomorrow, which is Tuesday. But yeah, we'll have to see how it is. That is sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, things have been looking dicey. You've probably even been able to tell from my tone, from my vibe, mainly with Finance 1.0 markets, that things just not looking good. Things have not been looking good recently at all, and this is it's just clearly playing out. So there you go, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.